So the sugar is, and then also people, we get things like, oh, can we use artificial sweetener or can we use honey? But the whole idea is that the sugar, it's a simple source. It's for your culture, not for you. And the culture, if you gave it a complex, like you gave the culture a steak, it won't be able to digest it, right? I mean, it's a single cell organism. But we still leave room that if people really want to use very, the smaller amount, they could use between 1 to 2 cups. But, guys, use basically if you have
more
the
is
kit,
better?
more is better initially, especially if you're getting this during winter time, and if you're getting this if you're just new, we recommend going overboard with the sugar and letting it brew a little longer, letting it ferment a little longer. Than to really start messing around with the sugar. So 1 to 2 cups.
Does flavor even come to play in that?
It does, yeah.
Okay. So it can be taste.
Exactly. And but if you're diabetic, you can use a little less. That's why you have the one cup. But if you're using the 2 gallons, for instance, you can just include the whole pack. So if you got the deluxe brewing kit, which Vanessa has, just open this thing up and dump it in. And then for future brewings, you can decide whether you want to use 1 or 2 cups. If you got the economy, you're going to use 1 cup or half of this packet.
And you can use regular sugar too.
This is regular sugar.
I mean, like, this isn't magic sugar. Like,
right.
If I was freaking out about my next batch, I don't need to.
Exactly. I mean, some people will try to tell you, oh, you need this specific sugar or that sugar. At the end of the day, once you get good at this stuff, break the rules. Like, see what. Play around with what works for you. But really, in this case, simple sugar, like the white sugar that you see, cane sugar, is the best stuff because it's the easiest for your culture.
Evaporated cane juice.
That's it. You could use evaporated cane juice as well.
Because it's sugar.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
And again, we have postings about sugar. We have a whole, article just on sugar and why regular white sugar or cane juice is actually better than crazy stuff. If you want to, you could use less sugar and then to sweeten it up later. When you go to bottle it, you could sweeten it up with agave syrup. You could sweeten it up with fruit juice.
Low glycemic index.
That's it. Hey, yeah. But don't mess around with this stuff. Like, to brew the actual tea, use regular sugar, follow these directions, and then when you want to get fancy, when you go to drink it, meaning like when you pour it in your glass, if you want to add some fruit juice, if you want to add agave syrup, add some honey, awesome. But for the recipe, just follow the directions.